comedian Lil Duval, he has the entire internet reminiscing about their past. Lil Duval posted, he said rent was how much when you got your first apartment. And it was so funny because it made me go back in the archives of my mind. My first apartment was in Hollywood. It was a studio at 325. And I know y'all thought 325 was part of the address, but no, it was $325 a month, right on Franklin and Yucca, and in Hollywood. And on the internet, they described the neighborhood as formerly notorious and crime-ridden.
Oh.
When I tell you, this little studio apartment, and I loved it because it was mine. And I used to look out the window and I would watch the crackheads go by every day. And they wouldn't even deliver mail because the addicts were breaking into the mailboxes, so all the mailboxes stayed open. But for $325, it was a steal. That was it. And then my second apartment was a one-bedroom apartment down there on Western in Franklin. It was $525 a month. It was like, I felt like George and Wheezy moving on up. Because I remember I walked in and I said, ooh, it got a step-down living room. But I got evicted because I couldn't pay the rent. So I got evicted. Yeah, $525 was too high. I couldn't afford it. That was out of my league. But my worst apartment I ever had was in the hood. It was infested. It was over off Lafayette Park Place, I think, downtown. I lived downtown LA. It was infested with roaches. When I tell you, but I couldn't afford, I've been evicted so many daggone times. There was so many roaches. My family came over and one crawled up my cousin Peach's legs. You know you got a lot of roaches when they're not scared of nobody. In your apartment, them roaches was like, this is our house and you in my way. So if you don't move, I'ma crawl on you. But I remember Peaches, my cousin Peaches was screaming and I was so used to him. I said, Peaches, just hit it. Just hit it. And it was so bad. When I moved out, I left all my stuff there. I couldn't take anything with me. But do you know, it's so funny, all three of those buildings are still up in Hollywood in downtown LA. And I bet you they're going for at least $2,500 now. I bet you, and they're high, because I just can't, rent is so crazy these days. And this is why you got so many Gen Z kids that are living, that have moved back home with their parents because they can't afford to, you know, to rent anything. Because even here in New York, you have to make, what is it, 40
times your
40
salary.
times your salary, yeah. And then they require you to have good credit.
I'm sorry, 40 times the rent.
You have to make 40 times the rent,
yeah.
And then you got to have good credit, and then it's all, oh my gosh. Jeffrey says to me all the time, I'll go, hey, Jeffrey, how was school? He goes, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And I go, where you gonna go? Upstairs? You got it good. You right next to the laundromat, the laundry room and the dryer. But I said, you ain't gonna be able to get, it's gonna be a while before you can get out and be on your own. But at least all my bad apartments, all the bad apartments I had in the days that I used to, even with the one apartment that was $325, they had a club across the street, and all of the cast members from 90210 and all the celebrities, because you know they all like going to places in the hood because everybody like to feel like, you know, they with it down with it. All of that, I used to see, you know, Tiffany Amber Thiessen and all of those people go into the club, and that was like in between doing stand-up, that was just like my entertainment to see all the celebrities go in the club and go, one day I'll go there. Now I went there, they do got a club. I said, I'm going back home. But being in all those apartments, it built my character. It really did, because that's where you learn about life and how to manage your money and how to, you know, all of that.
We're gonna have a good time.